Hello, very dear Black Moon Lilith in Sagittarius. Welcome to the Psychic Garden. I'm honored and happy to have you here, channeling your energy, feeling your struggles, and going through them with you. Let's see. So I will put timestamps for introduction and reading below, and you can follow them in the description section. Let's start with an introduction. So I'm precisely at this moment feeling your impulses, your energy, the wound, your struggles. This kind of, it's an authenticity struggle. Sometimes you might rebel against conventions to defend your authenticity, or sometimes you might be too hard on yourself and adjust to social environments, and in that way being depriving of your own path, and you're struggling with these two extremes. And yeah, for you it's very important to honor your own path, and at the same time honor the differences and trying to integrate the differences rather than fight against them. So if you are different in a certain philosophical viewpoint, in a certain how you do things, how you move in the world, if you find this difference with those around you, honor the difference and also celebrate the difference. This is going to help you to be more comfortable with your own energy and not trying to make the difference larger, also not trying to banish the difference, but getting comfortable with the differences. Yeah, these are all messages that I'm channeling for you right now, and this is it's very strong and very clear, and that's why I'm taking a moment to make to put this message out for you. So in any point in your path you're at, your guides are going to take us from there. But yeah, I talked about the Lilith wound in this aspect. When you have it in Sagittarius, you might have this struggle, and also questioning your values, others' values, and so on. The deeper meaning of life. You have a deep call to question this, and might have struggles to find your own meaning because you are fighting against conventions. And it's important for you to see that the conventions themselves are not the full picture, are not the profound meaning behind it. So there is meaning behind any type of dogma, for example. There's meaning behind dogma. When we become dogmatic, we take things to an extreme and we forget about the deeper meaning. So look into the deeper meaning of all those conventions around you, and maybe there you can find some meaning that resonates with you. Yeah, this is another message from your guides, and let's see what else do they want to tell us through this oracle and then through tarot cards. So let's start right with your reading. They are pushing me to express something about putting your own word out, how you're putting your word out. It's important to make this in a compassionate way for you and those around you, listening to yourself, and then honoring your voice and making space for your voice to be heard. Yeah. Communicating your truths to those around you, and with assertion, with how do we say, with integration, integrating your own view and the ones of those around you. Yeah. Okay. Gather. Yeah. Integration, precisely. Yeah. Gather the differences, gather the environment, gather the knowledge that and honor. There's knowledge in every viewpoint. There's knowledge there. Honor the different knowledges that surround you, and then embrace your own. Okay. Winter. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Persistence. Okay. And this one wants to come out. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. There's a lot of deep healing going on right now in your life. You're working towards a more balanced place. We are in winter season right now. This is a timeless reading, but the energy is actually present of the winter, and that's why also this card is here. And it's a time to look within, to get comfortable in the dark places. This is the persistence card. So you are right now gathering information, gathering knowledge, gathering all this, and sitting with it in this winter season of your soul, in which you are able to sit with the shadows and shed light on them and view them from different perspectives, understand them, and in this way heal them. And this is what is make you feeling more in tune with your own path. This is a way for you to feel in tune with your own path. There's in tune card here, and there's a star card here. The star card in the tarot is the healing card of the hope, of healing, of new possibilities, of embracing the deep unknown world of spirit, embracing your terrenal life, your material self, embracing both. But in this case, it's also a card of shining forward with your truth and being this star energy for those around you, this kind of a leader of a philosophy. But in you embracing your own process, you're going to shine light for those around you to follow also their own authentic selves. Yeah. So you are gathering precisely. I feel it more like it's information you're gathering. It's not material goods, and it's not really like in hunting season, people used to gather things so that they could go through the winter, right? With this food, enough food to go through the winter. Now the food that you're gathering, it's more that you are called to gather also. I don't know if you're doing it already, but go deep into the philosophical material that's around you, the philosophical and contemplative material that's around you, and gather it. And through this winter season of your soul, see what fits you best. What is good food for your own soul? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what your guides want you to know. 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Okay. Beautiful. And okay, Knight of Swords. Yeah. Yeah. So you are getting vulnerable with yourself. Getting vulnerable precisely with all this information you're gathering. You're having like a lot of options in your path, and this makes you feel sometimes weak. Like you must have taken a decision before. You must have an option. You must set your mind. You must concentrate on something. Like you might have been too hard on yourself, and it triggers something to have options on the table. but it's good. It's a time for you to have options on the table. And from there, when you can see clearly all these options, sit down with them. From there, you are going to move forward with an informed mind. So you see here the Three of Wands even has like a kind of, how do you call this, magnifying glass. And it's like an inspector, right? They know now all this philosophical positions. They've investigated into them and they are moving forward, trying one out. You try one out. This is how you actually get wiser, by putting all this information to test. So you're putting the information to test with your heart. Your heart is your measuring scale right now. Your heart is the one that's going to tell you which one resonates with your own path, with your soul path. Yeah, and also getting your mind, so doing things so that your mind can move comfortably, having periods of rest for your mind, but also having periods of movement for your mind. So again, with the Knight of Swords, reading, conversations, just simply letting your word out, ventilating in some way, writing. It's very important for you to do this, because this moving of your mind, which needs to be in motion right now, is if you put that in motion, you're going to have in your heart a calmer place to make better decisions for yourself. So put your mind in motion and focus. Emotion doesn't have to be fragile and all over the place, right? Like an ADHD kind of mind moving. In this way, you can also put it in focused motion of your mind, but nevertheless motion. It doesn't have to be still. In this case, it's called for you to be in motion. So focused motion of your mind is going to give you the heart space that you need to move forward and find out which one of these callings, which one of these options in the philosophical viewpoints around you resonates with you. Okay, and when I say philosophical, I also mean any type of, how do I move in my life? What career do I want for myself? What do I want to bring into the world? Which battles am I going to stand for, right? We as societies are always struggling to have a better society, which is integrates more and more, so makes a peaceful community for more and more people and animals and the nature around us. We're always looking for better places for us to be, right? And there are different ways to do it. Which one of them resonates with you, right? Yeah, and I'm actually feeling kind of a relief, because the relief that it's going to bring to you to look into this and decide is simply the feeling that you are in tune with your life calling. Page of, yeah, and this is Page of Pentacles. What it's saying here is, take this as a learning process. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't try to accelerate things. And it's also a way of landing all this information of the mind, the heart, the soul, with swords, cups, and wands in the material realm. It's going to be landing in the material world, in the material realm in some way, for you to have a stable material life for you and those around you. But this stable material life that you're learning to have for you and those around you, is going to be there, and you're able to practice on how to bring it and move it forward by you making this type of analysis of yourself in the world, your philosophy, your mind, your heart. I'm going to check that the recording is still going on. We are there. Okay, so let me take two last cards from your guides. What do they want you to know right now, dear Lilith and Sag? Lilith and Sag. Please, guides, present yourselves. Page of Wands, beautiful. Yeah. And Empress. This is amazing. So, again, we have this apprentice energy with the Page of Wands, learning to move with the heart, learning to hear your inner calling, and also practicing. It's what is required of you right now is practice. And trial and error is okay. Okay? There is no error in trial. The only thing you need to do is try out different things. Or even if you try the same thing, try it out with a different, from a different perspective. So it's not inherently bad to, quote unquote, repeat the same mistakes. Like, let's say, a sleeping late. You know, if you sleeping too late and you have like a routine that's not working for you, okay, it's not working for you. How can you shorten the times, the days in which it's not working with you, and then have more days in which your routine is working for you, right? And then you are having like 5 days in a row in which your routine is perfect, and then you go to a day in which is like the previous one, that it's not working for you. But you are different. You come to it with different learnings from these 5 days that your routine went well. What can you learn from trying out these two routines? One that works better for you, one that gives you more sleep, more stability, and one that takes you to a certain kind of adventure. Yeah, even just going out with friends, and because of that reason you sleep late, and then your routine is, and then it's kind of a bit of a chaos in the weekend. What places can you travel there? Yeah, what are you learning from traveling to maybe sometimes the same place but with a different mind? This is what's coming here. I don't know why, but that's coming here, and this is the apprentice heart, the apprentice curiosity. What are you learning from even experiences that seem the same, but with a different self? Yeah, learning. Always be curious to learn, and always know that you're in this learning process. Acknowledge it and embrace it for yourself, so that you can really, really assimilate all the knowledge that is coming to you from this learning process. And here with the Empress card is precisely what is coming to you. There's a lot of things coming to you, and actually you are this Seven of Cups. It's not that you have to go and find all these philosophical perspectives. They are coming to you. Everything, all this path is done by what's coming to you. The opportunity to move forward in a certain direction, it's coming to you, and then you take the option, you move forward. The paths in which your mind is best focused, they are being presented to you, okay? But in order for them to be presented to you, you have to be open to receive. And this is the vulnerability I was talking about in the first time around here. I was talking about the vulnerability of opening to options with the Seven of Cups. This is the vulnerability of the Empress. The Empress is a self-care card in which she's seated in a balanced and stable place, but at the same time open to receive new information, new perspectives, and it's vulnerable. It's vulnerable to open up, and it's healthy when you do it from a stable place. So create this stable place for you, and then everything is going to fall into place and to bring you to this path of balance, moving from your heart with authenticity, but also with balance, which is how you heal your Lilith wound. Okay, so thank you a lot for being here. I'm just going to switch the cards in your direction and see if any other message comes out this time around. Yeah, you're an apprentice of your way to shine in the world. This is what you are right now. So embrace that. And yeah, thank you. Thank you for being here, for showing up for yourself. And yeah, like, share, subscribe, stay around. And I wish you all the best.